Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, we're doing a movie episode of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who's been working too much and no play makes you a dull person with me tonight.
That was lame.
I know.
I'm Tiffany Albertin, and yep, that's all I got.
Well, I was going to make a dull Parker employee joke, but I guess now I'm just Phoebe Stanton.
Look what you did.
I'm Zach from Absolutely the Best Podcast, a work in progress, and I'm not going to hurt you. I'm just going to bash your brains in.
That was a fucking good scene.
God, what a scene.
That's a great scene. Great scene.
But Phoebe, don't you know all work and no play makes them more money at the higher levels?
I
You heard of trickle-down economics, right? Where it trickles into their pockets, and then into their wallets, and then into their shoes, but never to you? That's how trickle-down works.
Economics.
We're going through that. That just helps him. Oh, you made the joke. I had to continue it.
Monster.
Sometimes, yes. So we are here to talk about a movie that Patreon voted for that I'm really excited for because I actually wanted to watch this and I wanted us to win. We were talking about this
a horror movie? You wanted to watch a horror movie? I guess all the choices were horror movies, huh?
Yes, but this is it was Scream, which also won in a tie. I don't remember the other two.
Scream.
They were all four movies that I was okay with watching.
Is that what the title was?
Yeah. I like this movie. We were here to talk about The Shining, directed by Stanley Kubrick, screenplay by Stanley Kubrick and Diane Johnson, based on nothing. It's based on Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, kind of.
It came out
Loosely based on Stephen King. Loosely.
After watching all the documentaries and stuff that I did before this recording, yeah, it's not really based on his book, it sounds like.
He's not happy about that either.
No.
I'm
Still.
fine with that. I think that when you have I'm not opposed to adapting books into movies and having them be faithful, but I feel like if you make it different enough, then it can stand on its own, and you don't it's so different you can't really make the comparison. And I feel like this falls into that category. I know what Phoebe's going to say.
It's closer to the original book than The Running Man.
That's true. The first
The Running Man's supposed to be.
It's based on a Stephen King book.
Okay, so the Running Man movie, based off of supposedly a Stephen King short story, is about a mentally handicapped person who gets special experiments done to them, and he becomes an intelligent god of the internet.
That's Lawnmower Man.
Oh, no, sorry. That's why we wanted to say.
That one
is very sleepy, but the Lawnmower Man.
I was like, that sounds familiar.
So the Lawnmower Man is about mentally handicapped person becoming a hyper god of the virtual world, and the original Lawnmower Man short story is about a dude who pays a guy to mow his lawn, and the lawnmower is sentient, and the person who's supposed to be pushing the lawn is actually one of Pan's underlings, like the satyr god from Greek mythology, Pan. And you're probably going, how the hell do those two things attach?
They don't.
By a single name being reused.
I've seen Lawnmower Man once. I don't think I need to relive that experience.
I will say you weren't too far off with saying that The Running Man is pretty different too, though.
Oh yeah, and now we're getting a more accurate version of The Running Man in this year by Edgar Wright. That's going to be very interesting if they keep the ending.
Yeah, they better.
They better, but we live in America. Some people are going to get pissed.
Let them get pissed.
Yeah.
Studios don't like that, though.
No, Mike. The ending of the Running Man short novella is, in order to stop the games, our hero crashes a plane into the broadcast tower.
Yeah, that will be Marxist communism if that aired. That'll be Antifa. So.
Is Running Man like Hunger Games before Hunger Games?
A little bit.
The original movie is very much just American Gladiators. Well, the actual book is more like that reality game show Hunted, where you're allowed to roam the entire city.
Oh, God.
Okay. Well, The Shining. First, I want to start with our memories. So I saw this movie only once before, within the last 5 years since we were together.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, it was here.
Okay. So yeah, last 5 years then, and that was my first time ever seeing this movie, and I remember liking it.
Why we put it up now?
because you wanted to watch a horror movie?
And that's what he agreed to. Probably that sounds about right. Yeah.
You act like I don't like horror movies. that much. And Tiffany, what's your history?
I'm sorry, was that loud?
Yes, it was.
You
Right
just,
in my ear.
like flinched. I don't remember how many times I've seen it before this.
You didn't hold it, so there's a sign. And you fell asleep during it.
And I fell asleep. I never actually finished watching the movie for this show. Sorry, guys. I just YouTubed it.
Isn't that a sign when you fall asleep during horror movies and sleep peacefully?
I'm not psychotic. Everyone's mean to me.
And Zach, what's your history with this movie?
I saw this way too young. My dad was watching it upstairs in the family room. I think I was about 6.
And you were supposed to be sleeping.
Yeah, and I was watching it from the stairs.
That's how it was for me.
I probably did not see the whole thing. I definitely remember the woman in room 237. It was edited for TV, so she was like, there was like a fog over her, like she wasn't totally naked. But man, that
No boobies.
And to make things worse, from my bed as a child, I could see the bathtub in the bathroom across the hallway. So,
oh no!
Like if both the doors were open, and I would just lay there staring at it at night, just terrified. That the old wrinkly rotting woman was going to be in there.
Oh.
Absolutely traumatized me, but I love it. I mean, I think that's probably part of the reason why I love horror to this day. I also read the book. Not for this. I've read it before. My dad always complained about the movie, because he was a huge Stephen King fan. He obviously read the book first. He likes the movie, but he says that the main problem is that in the book, Jack Torrance slowly devolves into madness. And he says that in the movie, Jack Nicholson looks crazy from the get-go. I disagree.
He
Absolutely.
really does.
Right?
He really does.
He's intense, but he's not insane, right? So that
Did you
doesn't bother
notice what magazine he's reading after he got the job when his boss is there to greet him?
You
I did
didn't
not.
until you watched YouTube.
Correct.
What was it?
What's the magazine?
It's a porn.
Yeah, Playgirl.
Yeah.
It's Playgirl.
Oh, really? That's it.
Yeah.
God.
So good for him. But I didn't read the book till I was probably 25, and it is terrifying. I've never been scared by a book before.
Wow.
And
okay, now I might have to read it.
Yeah, and I remember very specifically the description of the woman. It's room 217 in the book. I'll get into that later.
The hotel won't let them do that.
Right,
That
they wanted
isn't
the
true.
room to be different. But the description of the shower curtain rings clicking together as she slid it over, and I was 25 years old, sitting on my bed in my apartment. The door to the bathroom open. I wanted to get up and close the doors, but I was too scared to get out of my bed during the middle of the day.
Good
Oh
Lord.
dear.
That's a good fucking book then.
I might have to judge you.
High recommendation. I would watch the movie before I read the book for anybody who may not have seen either one, but just so that I feel like they're different enough you can enjoy them both, but I feel like maybe if you read the book first, you might be disappointed in the movie.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Your mileage may vary. If
And
you wrote the
Phoebe-
book, you probably are disappointed in the movie.
No, not probably. Phoebe.
So, funny enough, despite reading 30 plus books of this guy's work, The Shining is not one of them. Despite seeing a few Kubrick movies, this was not one of them.
Wait,
The
is
closest-
this the first time you've seen this?
This is my first time seeing The Shining
wild.
or dealing with The Shining,
That
but I
is
have
wild.
been to the Stanley Hotel, which is the location for the miniseries.
Cool. What? Why is he looking? I'm not psychotic. Leave me alone.
You want to go there? That's
Oh, the Stanley's beautiful.
Yeah, in
Estes Park.
117 or whatever. 217.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about staying in a haunted hotel. There's some in Milwaukee.
Let's go. Tell me next time.
No, there's a reason I haven't told you.
I got
Right
news for you,
there.
Mike. There's no such thing as a haunted hotel, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, but my brain won't know
Don't
that when
worry,
it's trying to sleep.
There are totally haunted hotels.
I believe in ghosts and all that type of stuff.
Haunted
Don't go to
everything.
room 1408. It's an evil fucking room.
Isn't that another Stephen King?
Yeah, that's John Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
No.
Oh,
but I
it's
wanted to.
amazing.
Damn.
We should.
I feel like
wanna
it disappointed me in the end. I don't remember.
It's on my list of random things to do. No, I mean, this is a movie that, it's a classic horror film.
Iconic.
Yeah, iconic, right? Yeah, classic, iconic, both words work there. but it's not that, like, as a movie, like, it's not a very gory film. I mean, there's a few moments, but that's one reason I don't have a problem with it. I don't like slashers as much. I like stuff like this, psychological horror.
There's really only one kill in this. 2 if you count Jack, but I mean, nobody really killed
He
him.
freezes to death.
He froze to death. Nobody killed him.
I mean, that's what happens when you stay outside in the cold. It ain't gonna be okay.
But
Yeah,
did you guys... Oh, go ahead.
I was just say the most blood that's in the movie is the blood that comes out of the elevator.
Right? That
then
had to be
there's-
shot how many times?
Yeah, everything had to be shot how many times. The part where they show the little girls dead in the hallway, that's probably the next bloodiest scene, and they just show it for like a half a second at a time. And it never bothered before, but this time I paused it. It's not even that graphic. Like they're not, they're not
No,
really
it
chopped
didn't
up. They're just
seem like
laying there.
it.
It's just blood everywhere.
They
you know,
just have
thick
blood on them,
But it's really effective the way that he uses it.
It's the unexpected. Like when it first happened, I jumped, and I've seen this movie. I kind of know, like I literally jumped. I'm like, fuck it, like I knew it was coming, but the way they did it caught me off guard.
So why do you think he decided to cast twins when the girls are actually not twins? It says in the beginning one's 10 and one's 8.
To make it more eerie.
Are they actually? Sorry, are they twins in real life?
Yeah, they're supposedly identical, but I can tell differences.
Okay.
You can with identical twins anyway.
No. Not from like the first 30 seconds you look at them.
I wouldn't know that random.
It's hard to tell identical twins apart.
Okay. Oh, I should do a plot summary of this movie.
Oh,
So-
you're no Ken.
I am not.
Ken. Keith.
Ken doesn't like this movie. That's one reason. That's why Ken's not here.
Wow.
Right before Mike has to do this, let's cut him down.
Really?
I believe in you, man. You can do it.
It's fine. It's because he likes the book, and I don't think he's a big fan of Stanley Kubrick either in general, which is fair.
Is there controversy behind Kubrick that I'm not aware of?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just. Oh, well. Besides that, like his movies are just. I've only seen a couple of them, and
I think all his movies are meant to fuck with your head.
I was gonna say, so far I've seen 2001, and I've seen Full Metal Jacket. He was 2 for 2 when going into this.
Yeah, 2001 is one of my probably top 3 movies. I love that movie.
Good. And I know someone that will talk about it with me when I do it, just because I want to do a list.
I will be glad to watch it for a 48th time or whatever.
Good. Okay, I already got one sucker. I just got to make myself watch it now.
Yeah. It's slow. It is the
whole
I know.
thing
Is a
Oh yeah,
slow burn.
watch it at 4 times speed and you'll still get it.
No.
I've seen it 3 or 4 times.
Enjoy it. It just like it is something to look at. It is amazing. Anyway, sorry.
So, plot summary.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So Jack takes a job over at a ski resort to do nothing while his wife does all the work and he just sits there like a dumbass. And slowly he goes insane because he didn't do anything the whole time, but he has his responsibilities. And things happen in the mansion. There you go. In the hotel.
And things happen. Oh my god.
I do
Spiritual
love
things
that
happen.
back to back. I'm on episodes where it's fully Shelley Duvall coded.
What was the other one?
Anya from Mouthwashing is based off of Shelley Duvall.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't either, and I was on that episode.
I love
You're on
Shelley
every
Duvall.
episode, Mike, I would hope.
That was the joke.
So did you guys know that Danny Boyd, who played Danny, did not know, little 5-year-old Danny did not know he was shooting a horror movie. His parents told him it was a drama. And so he didn't find out until years later when his parents let him watch his own movie that it was a horror movie.
What about when he went, Red Rum?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything particularly spooky that he would have had to have seen, and I guess not.
No,
Nothing, because it's all
vision.
Yeah, so it just wasn't there.
I guess he briefly saw like a shot of the whole blood thing, and they're like, "Oh, that's just strawberry pop or something." And little 5-year-old Danny believed it.
Fair enough.
Poppers.
I mean, they wanted him to have that little childlike innocence, and it worked out.
Yeah, it
I
did.
think it made a difference.
Oh, he does good in this movie. That kid is.
Yeah, he's
Pretty
Oh no,
great. And he's
everybody to an extent did an extremely good job in this movie.
That kid.
Agreed.
So, like, we've talked about Kubrick is kind of a prick to work with, and he does like an insane amount of takes. Like, if he only does 25 takes, that's a good day, right?
Wow.
That scene, there's one I watched for the first time with the commentary just today. I'm trying to remember everything that came up, but one of the things was obviously he's pushing Jack Nicholson, he's pushing Shelley Duvall to get these performances from them. But I'm wondering, like, how much can he really push this kid? The scene where Danny's playing with the trucks outside of room 237, right? And the tennis ball rolls down and stops right in front of him. 50 takes they did.
Oh my God.
Why?
Just for that?
Yes, and that kid, because Kubrick's like a crazy perfectionist or whatever, and that could have been the first take, and the kid nailed it. I don't know, I don't know how the kid put up with that. I guess he was just happy to play with trucks.
Poor kid.
I mean, that's just ridiculous. But
Yeah.
then I did when I was watching YouTube stuff about it. Like there are scenes that did like over 100 takes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And
Yeah, like that part in the stairwell when she threatened him with a baseball bat. That was filmed over 100 times.
And
So
so
good.
she's really
How?
exhausted and emotionally distraught, and that's like pretty much true acting, right?
Yeah.
He just pulls it out of him from stress.
The crazier part to me is that Kubrick will use a little bit from like take 37 and a little bit from like take 12. Like, how do you keep all that in your head as to which part you want to put in?
Right?
I would understand if he was like, no, that was all garbage, start over, and just like didn't bother developing that film. But that he would take 50 takes and not use a bit of every 50, each of the 50, but use bits of more than one. That is wildly insane to me. I don't know how he did that.
Yeah, when it comes to like, I mean, I know it with audio because I've done it where people like repeat themselves. I'll take the better versions of stuff and then put it together.
You
And
do that with
thank you.
Mila, don't you?
so, I mean, that's how I edit. But like, I can't imagine doing it with video. I mean, I don't mess with video, so I don't understand that process. But my God, like, there's a reason why it took years and years for this guy to make a movie.
Yeah.
Because he
Yeah,
did
this was a year
everything
of
himself.
That's a long time for a
I
movie.
feel like that's a long time.
That is. A lot of movies, there's some movies shot in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Dirty Dancing is not 2 weeks, but it's really short
It was like a month or
Yeah.
two. Yeah.
in different locations. So a year is ridiculous to have people just like, this is your job for a year. It's just doing these scenes over and over and over again. This is a 2.5 hour long movie too.
It does. Yes. It doesn't really feel like it, but at the same time, it's also
disagree.
a slow burn.
It's good. I feel the 2.5 hours, but it's good. Like I was playing on my phone the entire time, but I wasn't like, I know the movie. That's just who I
feel
am.
like
There's very few movies he does not play on his phone.
Yeah. I think it feels like 2 hours. So in that respect, I feel like it moves along pretty quickly, but it is slow. And there's a lot of shots where you're just like looking at Jack Nicholson looking insane, staring off into the distance, and then just hold on that shot for a while. But I don't know, something about the way Kubrick frames things, or maybe it's in combination with the score, because that's a lot. Got news for you. I'm like, that's how 2001 is. There's a lot of long,
I've seen
lingering shots.
2001 like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Excellent.
Good.
I don't know why I've seen it that many times,
Never read the books.
but I know the movie well. Like it's one of those. Maybe it's only been twice, but I've definitely seen it more than once. It's a masterpiece of a movie, but it is not a fun movie.
No, but it's awesome.
So,
But we're talking about The Shining.
yes.
Sorry.
About The Shining now.
I mean, there's so many little things in this movie that I didn't catch until like YouTube pointed out to me, and I mean, we'll get into some of the crazy theories later, but like little things, like when you see the kid before he has like whatever happens to him and passes out when he's brushing his teeth, there's a dopey sticker that's there, the dopey sticker is gone. Like little shit like that.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
Theory. I don't like that. I don't know why.
It
Several
could
of the
just be
videos
bad
mention
continuity.
Yeah, what's the sticker theory?
it. But I cannot.
Is that he was dopey before he knew about the hotel, and then when Tony starts talking to him, he's no longer.
Dopey, and they call him Doc.
Yes.
I don't something like that.
Oh.
It's just, to me, that's like reaching a lot.
It's a little on the nose too.
Huh.
There's a lot of stupid shit like that makes me. I mean, we'll get into some other stuff later, but
that's not something that he would just let slip.
no, he did it on purpose, 100%. Like he moves things in shots. Like there's a shot, you'll see a chair, and then the exact next shot, the chair is gone when it goes back to that person in the same room. Like he does shit like that. Like, why are you doing this? But the idea that it's supposed to fuck with you as the viewer because of the hotel is fucking with them.
Well, did you see the part in the YouTube video where they explain the ball scene? Like the lines in front of them, and then when they pan back the circle of the pattern is closed off and the line isn't there anymore.
No wonder it took 50 fucking takes when you do shit like that. He's like, 25 takes like this, 10 takes like this.
Okay, now shift in the circle. The line has to be behind you now.
I mean, Shelley Duvall is great in this movie too. I haven't seen her in much.
No, what else has she
character.
been in? I don't know.
Popeye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, olive oil.
She's a good actress, okay?
Yeah. But
I think she leave my Shelley Duvall alone.
See, that's the thing.
She's in a lot of movies.
I felt like her fear and her exasperation in the movie was real.
It was.
But then, like, during other scenes, I was like, oh, that was an awful take. They should have used something else.
She was in Suburban Commando with Hulk Hogan.
Oh
Wow.
my god, I was frozen today. That's a flashback.
I've only seen her really in this. I've maybe seen Popeye once in my life, and then the rest of her movies do not interest me.
You don't need to see Popeye.
You've never seen Roxanne?
No.
she was in Roxanne?
Apparently, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just remember.
Never heard of it.
Daryl Hannah, right?
Daryl Hannah and whoever Dixie is, that was Shelley Duvall.
Huh.
I haven't seen it in a long, long time.
I have no. This is not an actress that I'm going to be following her movies.
It's
So
a Steve Martin movie. Why haven't you seen it? Because you don't like comedy.
thank you for answering your own question.
He doesn't like comedy. He doesn't like horror. What does he
I
like?
like psychological horror.
He likes documentaries.
Yeah.
What's that? I think it's like a Shakespeare play that it's based on. I can't think of the name.
No, thank you.
It's Sir Devereux. No, is that the right one?
Something like that, but and
Devereux.
it's been like redone. Like it's been done in a few different movies since then. Probably before then too.
Yeah.
I'm good.
But
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't. If you're saying Shakespeare, I'm already checked out for the most part.
I didn't know that it was
Okay.
Shakespeare. Like it's not like
It's not very
they speak
obvious.
in the same prose and whatnot.
It's not like
Mike, those are
Romeo and
fighting words.
No, I mean I've read
I'm not trying
Romeo and Juliet and stuff, but I just have little interest in a movie that's a take on his. That's all.
I'm
I
not trying
guarantee
to talk
you
you into
you've
it.
seen a lot.
I know I have, and I will. My version of Shakespeare involves Morpheus, the dream god. So at this point now,
Oh my gosh.
it's a great fucking issue.
What about Morpheus our cat?
Over there somewhere.
He is.
I mean, this movie is shot beautifully, though. Like, I mean, thanks to Ken and Bill in this podcast, like, I could really appreciate the effort they went into for this, where I wouldn't have 5 years ago or so when I watched.
All the camera shots in this movie are beautifully done,
Mhm.
especially when it comes to turning corners
Yes.
and a lot of like the shot from above, shot from below things
Yes.
to give it a
Yes.
sort of
Yes.
sense of unease.
Yeah, the low angles especially. Yeah.
Uh huh.
Is that
The,
called
um,
Steadicam or something?
Yes.
Steadicam.
Yeah.
There had to be, because there was a point in the movie where it's when Jack is running through the hedge maze chasing after Danny,
Yeah.
and it is almost like he's chasing you because he's the one facing the camera. But with how steady he is, but how the background itself was turning, it's like it's not green screen, but it feels like it's green screened in. This is
Right.
so bizarre. How did they pull this shot off? I
This is
feel
like one
so
of the.
gross watching this, and it's like,
This is like
oh
one
no,
of the
that's probably
first
the
movies
point.
they use Steadicam in.
It is, yeah.
It was invented in 75 and this was filmed from 78 to 79. I think it had only been in like 3 or 4 movies before or been used
But it
for
works
that.
with
But
those
they use it.
scenes.
Yeah, they use it so much in here. And actually the commentary that I listened to was with the DP or whatever, the guy who was operating the Steadicam and who had invented the Steadicam and was using it to shoot this film. Him and like somebody who was doing a biography on Kubrick. That other guy didn't say much though.
I mean, they pull it off so fucking well in this.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and I know part of it's supposed to build the suspense too, is what they're going for as they walk. Like, because the fact, like, they're being stalked is how you're supposed to feel that the hotel is stalking them.
Well, yeah. Hey, I messaged you about this live as I was watching it, but it's the fact that a bunch of scenes are almost repeats of each other, like Danny going down the hallway with the tricycle, and you never know which one is going to be the one where something happens. There's a lot of repeated cycles, and wait, is something going to happen this time? Oh no. And one of the most effective things about that is the soundtrack, the score for this movie, because even during the most calm of scenes, it's like a sort of eerie type of calm that's playing music-wise. And so if every single scene, even the calm ones, has a sort of horror movie soundtrack, you never can tell when something is going to happen. The movie is constantly keeping you on edge, even if you don't know it.
Totally agree. I love
Agreed.
the score, if you want to call it that. A lot of it is kind of ambient, creepy noises. That reminded me of a couple of things, though. One was we were talking about Danny riding his big wheel. There's a bunch of different scenes. One of them, he's going like he's alternating between carpet and hard floor, and like just the difference in the sounds that makes. I love that.
Same.
Something about the sound design there really.
The amount of echo that exists in this movie really solidifies, like it almost makes their isolation into its own character.
One of my favorite shots in the whole thing is when Jack is looking down on the model of the hedge maze, and like you kind of like pan over and look down onto it as well, and you see Wendy and Danny like running in the middle of the hedge maze. And
That's good though.
I guess that was done. They just built the very center of that hedge maze in like an apartment complex courtyard and filmed it from the roof, and it zooms in too. Like it's not a static shot, so it zooms in, and they did a similar zoom in, the same zoom in, I guess, on the model, and then they did like a matte cutout to put them together. And I just looked at that really closely today, and I cannot tell where the matte ends and the model begins. It's really, really good.
Well done.
I mean, and like you think about it, like nowadays it would have just been a drone. Like when they're doing the car shots, that would have been a drone.
CGI.
And now, like, nope, that's all real.
Well, and that's just like the best example of a matte. I didn't even know it, but that's the best example of using a matte to get the effect that I can think of. They do that a lot in John Carpenter's The Thing, where they'll be standing on a patch of pretend snow, and then they cut that into a bigger landscape. And when you know that, you can see where it's been cut out, right? Like your eye just kind of gets drawn to it a little bit. It's not super obvious, but you can tell. I could not tell here. It was done so well.
Yeah, it's so good. Like I have no complaints with this movie. Like it's weird. I was watching this. Yeah, I really like this film. I mean, I understand why some people, like if you're a fan of the book and you're like the different story, because the characters are very different from the sound of it. I mean, I think in this, like Jack Torrance comes off pretty quickly as like he's not a great guy towards his family.
Oh no, the shot when they're in the car driving to the overlook together, all I can think was, man, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well, he
didn't know what was coming either.
He tells this 5-year-old about the Donner Party. Like, who does that?
And he's smirking about it. That's the thing that really solidified that he was a creep from the very beginning.
And like the way that she defends him about, oh yeah, so many years ago he hurt him, but he didn't mean to. He just used a little extra strength. Yeah. Like I'm like, yeah, that's perfect for somebody who is in denial, who needs him to, in a situation. I'm like, yeah, that makes it fit.
Yeah, Wendy's so meek.
Mm-hmm.
But Jack says during the interview, oh, she's going to love this place. She's a huge horror movie addict. It's like, is she?
I don't think so.
I feel like not. I mean, she just does his job for him so he can keep typing, oh, we're going to play makes Jack a dull boy or whatever.
I love the fact that he's not even doing the boilers. She is.
The fact that I didn't even know that was coming up. I know the fact that all work and no play exists. I didn't know it was that many pages that he wrote of it. But throughout the movie, you can see like these light shots, especially when he's talking to Grady in the bathroom, where he's flexing his fingers. And then when you finally get hit with that revelation that he's been just typing the same words over and over across multiple pages, the amount of pages it would take to write a manuscript, that's carpal tunnel or arthritis that he's stretching his fingers for.
I think it's also interesting because is that all he's been typing the entire time that they've been there? Like, when did he start just typing that? And it's not obvious, but like the first time they show him typing, I think Wendy Wendy walks in and he like pulls the paper out and hides it from her. So I think he's already doing it then. And there's another shot later on. I don't think she's in the room. I think it's when he's throwing the ball against the wall or something. And you can see a stack of papers in the little tray next to the typewriter. And you can't read it, but it looks like it's the same thing written over and over again. So I think that's it. By the way, I don't know if anybody else had the thought, who typed all that out? Because it's not like you had laser printers back then.
You did not.
You couldn't cut and paste.
What did the video say? It said something like that.
It was
And it paid somebody that was their job.
It was Kubrick's secretary. Anytime
Oh
she
my
wasn't
God.
anytime she wasn't doing something else, I forget. I wrote her name down somewhere. It's like Melinda Adams or it's like Megan Adams, something like that. But anytime she wasn't doing her normal secretary duties, she was typing that out in various ways.
Oh,
And
poorly.
it was like an
Was she
insane
getting
amount.
paid
I think
extra
she
for
spent,
that?
I hope so.
I
think it was
hope so.
I think it was a month of like extra hours to type all that out.
Fuck that.
And you can see the paragraphs are different spaced out.
Yes.
There's spots that would have been dialogue, like if it was a real book.
And there's typos, which makes sense, I
Mhm.
love it. Yeah. And then, but I think the one thing that bothers me about that scene, when she finally sees it, is she's like Wendy, very slowly leafing through them, like one page at a time, like, surely this next one's not going to be, right? I would have just like picked up the whole thing, started at the bottom and done like a flip book, right? You could have got through that real quick.
I would have given less time to creep up on her, though. So,
That's true.
I think
yeah,
it's right at the beginning that he's typing all work and no play, because when she goes to interrupt him, he's got the scrapbook of all the newspaper clippings for the different events that had happened in the hotel.
Phoebe is a person who notices all this shit. I didn't notice it till I went to YouTube, and YouTube noticed it for me.
Well, that's also the only reason why he can talk to Grady and go, haven't I seen you somewhere before? And it's like,
Yeah,
you were just flipping through a scrapbook and he was probably in it.
I have questions about that, but I don't go there yet. But yeah, no,
it
that's
feels like we're
all
jumping
good.
around a lot. You
We
should
are.
just ask it.
I don't want to yet. I want to bring up something else. I really like the stuff with what the hell is the black guy's name?
Oh, Dick Halloran.
Dick. I really like him in this.
Yeah.
Like that, Dick Halloran.
So good.
Yes.
Scatman Crothers, he was pretty fed up with Kubrick pretty quick.
Really?
He was just like, I don't know what else you want from me.
That ice where they're eating ice cream, that was like over 100 pages.
Oh my God.
Holy shit, that's so much ice cream to eat.
Well,
I love that scene though, because he's talking to Danny about having the shining or the shinning.
It's a good
You
scene.
don't want to get
yeah,
sued.
that's a good scene.
Yeah. And then I love it though when Danny's like, you're scared of room 237, aren't you? He's like, no, I ain't. Don't ever go in there.
Don't go in there. I'm not scared, but don't go in there.
I like the idea that that's part of the center of the supernatural in this building.
Well, so Dick's whole thing is it kind of sets up a few different ways that this story can go of what's secretly behind this whole situation, and we never get confirmation on which one is real, because it could be the spirits of the Native American burial ground trying to get revenge, because the Overlook was built on top of the burial ground, and even while it was being built, they had to fend off the Native Americans. But then he also says at a point that a building can have a sort of shine to it. Like maybe all of the evil that has happened in this place has just been absorbed and has gained a sort of tulpa effect, and the hotel itself is alive. And I think that's what the original book does.
Yes. The whole Native American thing, in my opinion, is more of a red herring to fuck with you, because Kubrick likes to fuck with you.
Yeah. And it makes more, like, in the book, that makes sense. Because, again, going to 1408, that is given absolutely no backstory besides it's just an evil room, don't fuck with it.
I mean, in here, the way that I take it, the fact that this guy who has an ability tells him to stay away from the room, and then all the shit really starts taking place after he enters the room, is that the room is somehow, like, there's a psychic element, because the house, the building is trying to attract him, who obviously is clairvoyant, to go into the room. Like, it needs him to start the process.
Yeah, it felt to me like it was a heart to all of this that was happening, and Danny started getting it pumping so the blood was running through the veins again.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, it
I
is.
never really thought about that.
Me either, but I like how she worded it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I mean, I could tell. Like, I don't know if this is my idea or this was YouTube, but like I could kind of tell that that's when all the shit hits the fan. I mean, that's me. Like it's that instant that brings it out. It makes sense to me that the idea that some house or a creature or something needs a clairvoyant energy to get it going, like because that's when the place starts fucking with all of them. Like one of the comments that I didn't think about is that Jack also has The Shining, but that's why he's an alcoholic, so he doesn't realize it.
Yeah,
because
I
it
can see
would
that.
dim the power. Which is not the first time I've heard this in something that came out years later.
They were saying it's because that's why he's an alcoholic.
Yeah, because then he doesn't have to deal with it. Remember who else did that in what show we watched?
Yeah, the medium.
Yeah.
The crazy doctor person.
Well, she did it too. Oh yeah, no, she talks about how when she was younger she would drink all the time so she wouldn't have the visions.
The medium.
That's a good fucking show, Phoebe. I don't want to hear nothing else.
No, my stepmom used to like that in Ghost Whisperer, so
I gotta go through.
I understand. It's just
they both have bad last season, so.
Yes, well, one does. I could vouch for, but
and
otherwise that show was good.
That would make sense because the only other time we meet somebody who has The Shining, he brings up the fact that he got it from his grandmother.
Yes.
So that's already an indication, and the only indication we get in the movie that The Shining might be something that could be genetic.
It's an interesting idea, and I think it also, in my opinion, adds to the movie because with the hotel being haunted, it makes sense that with him being clairvoyant, that he's eventually affected by it. And since he's harbored all these feelings down and not acknowledged them, he doesn't have the power to fight this evil energy that's feeding off him.
But the black dude is clairvoyant, and the hotel didn't seem to affect him.
Well, we don't know that. He's been there for a while. And probably being there with other people would give the spirits less...
Different.
Yeah, because when you're the only family there of 3 people, they like, oh yeah, we know exactly who to focus on right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is one, we're talking about a person who is there during the on season. So the hotel isn't locking down on one individual. 2,
That makes sense.
Dick's a much older individual. He's had a lot of time to practice The Shining, and it's always been a part of his life. So
That's
he
true.
can probably lock some of the darker pushes from evil spirits and stuff away. Because even when it's the on season still, it's just wrapping up and they're eating ice cream, he has to give Danny the warning. No, don't fuck with 237. That room. No.
I'm not afraid of it, but don't go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he
Which
knew...
means, like, it will have more strength during the winter. And that's
Plus,
the thing.
a child
it
would be
feels like
easier to
that a
manipulate.
hotel has more strength in the winter because there's less people. Because the last time that this happened with Grady was also during the off season.
Only a year ago, too.
No, it was
Was it longer?
when does the movie take place? Because they say it was in 1970.
I don't know.
I don't know when the movie takes place. I don't remember it being only a year ago that.
Okay,
I think
it might have been...
It was
chopped
It was
up
like
as
3, I
kids and
think.
neatly stacked to them.
Yeah, I like that.
It's a nice detail.
He neatly put them in the corner.
But going back to Dick Halloran for a minute, this poor guy, he's like halfway through the movie, he's just trying to chill at his pad in Florida and watch the news. Probably just stroked one out. Because
I mean, you did see his apartment, right? So, hey.
yeah. You know, he's
A lot of beautiful pictures? Absolutely.
I like the decor. So then thank God Danny didn't interrupt then, right? But he's getting the message from Danny. Then he's got to raw dog a flight from Miami to Denver, drive 5 hours to Durbin's garage, pick up a snowcat, drive I don't know how many hours to get to the hotel, just to walk inside and immediately get axed in the heart and die.
That's what you get for trying to save the day.
So I gotta say, I might be a bad person, but I wasn't gonna be flying fucking across the country just because I had a bad feeling.
Right.
Well,
I don't know. When you're a psychic guy.
His
tried to call
feelings
first.
are stronger than your feelings.
Unless it was Aaron, I wouldn't be traveling, which is my son. I would not be traveling across the country for somebody.
Thanks.
Okay, wife too.
Also, this is going to be really mean to say. It's really nice that a chef at a hotel can afford a place like that.
I mean, this.
Well, you
was
see, this was
the
1980,
late
so
That's the
70s.
joke, Mike.
Is that what he
But
is?
haha,
Yeah.
it's not a joke. Oh god.
Reagan wasn't president yet. At least not very long, depending on my math.
He was a chef. I didn't even
Yes.
get that. But okay, so he is
Yep, 81.
Why would he willingly work at a place that's as evil as this? I cannot talk. I'm so sorry. When he's clairvoyant.
I mean,
I know you said about the more people, blah blah blah, but still he has to feel it.
well, you know why? Because the job pays well. He was able to go to Florida, stay in Florida, and fly back. For nothing.
He truly might have been strong enough to be holding it back the entire time. Because
I still wouldn't do it though. I wouldn't put myself through that.
we are not given enough information about how The Shining works, but
That is true.
Dick might be strong enough that he was single-handedly holding back the evil during the on season. Because we at least get one scene where we see how powerful Danny is, and it's right at the beginning of the movie. He knew that his dad was going to call in a few minutes and that he got the job. He's only a little kid. He hasn't practiced this power or anything yet. He's not strong in it, and he already knows, hey, my dad got the job. And that place is fucking evil.
It's not in the movie. Tony is never explained in the movie.
Oh, God.
YouTube.
Let's not get into that.
Okay.
if we get into the whole who Tony is thing, I'm going to go off for a whole 2 hours about the Dark Tower and how this is connected, and we're not doing that.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
All right.
Like, all right then.
You don't need Phoebe's unbridled Stephen King mode.
Not now. Maybe other times, yes.
Keep the leash on for now.
Okay, just for now.
Just for now.
Shit, what was I going to say? Oh, I also want to say I there was one scene in here where when Shelley Duvall brings him breakfast in bed and Tiff looks at me, I wouldn't be doing that for you. I'm like,
oh hell no.
I don't work at this hotel. I didn't ask you.
And even then, Jack feels like so annoyed. Like, of course she woke me up.
To eat.
She just brought you free food. Stop complaining.
I think it was the way she brought it on the little cart and it was all fancy. I think that's what upset me the most. I'd be like, breakfast is ready. Come down to the kitchen if you want food. Otherwise, I'm going to clean it up in like an hour.
That's not inaccurate. So one of the scenes, like we talked a little bit about the whole big wheel thing. Man, like when I was a kid, I loved my big wheel, and I remember riding in circles in my basement. So, like when I watched this kid do this, finally, I'm like, man, little Mike would have been so happy just riding around for hours.
It's I was like, I could just run through the hotel. You could probably run a different route every day, and be a while before you got bored with that. Didn't that happen in what was that movie with? Boy, I wish I didn't even open my mouth. I can't think of anything right now. It's like the space movie. They're traveling to like another galaxy, and then who's Star-Lord? What's his name? Chris Pratt, like
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Passengers.
Accident Passengers. That's it. Thank you.
Okay.
Chris Pratt and Jennifer
Lawrence.
Yeah, and so they're like accidentally woken up, and
science fiction movie.
Yeah,
one of them is accidentally woken up.
Well, spoiler alert.
I've never seen it.
So one of them, I think Jennifer Lawrence, like runs around the different decks of the ship all the time and stuff. So that's.
I mean, what else are you going to do if you're trapped in like? Exactly. I mean, to be fair, like this is a kid stuck in this environment. He can't go outside and play. I mean, technically doesn't need to because, he got a whole fucking hotel to run around in. But, as a kid, you have energy. You have to move. He's not an old man yet that just wants to sit there at the age of 30, So it's different. Like, I just like it. And also how, like, I like one of the comments they made, like, I didn't catch this, but how this hotel makes no sense. Like, none of, like, the way that they film it, none of it would work. Like, it's not a real place.
Oh, it's so much bigger on the inside.
Well, it's also none of it's real. Like, the turns don't make sense if you were to actually draw it out in graph paper.
People have tried, like, through the computer, and it just doesn't work out. Like, he's going down the hall on his big wheel at one point. You have rooms on the left and the right, but then if you look, you can see a piece of the wall is like a foot long or a foot wide, and then there's nothing behind it. So where are the rooms going?
And again, with Kubrick being as anal as he is, you know none of that is by accident.
Right.
It's all on purpose to make you
Fuck with
more.
your brain.
Yeah, I mean that's what this whole movie is about, and that's what good psychological horror does. I know. I love the scene when Shelley Duvall's character is in the furnace, and you're working in the furnace area, and you're like, man, she's the whole person. He ain't doing shit.
He's writing his book.
I mean, there's a part of me be like, you'll pay me to sit here for 5 months, and I can just work like back. I wanted to be a professional writer. I'd be like, it might not be that bad, but I'm sure lonely.
Mike would be podcasting. He'd be like, "How's the internet connection?
Yes.
How's the internet connection?"
Even with no internet connection, I mean, can you imagine how much stuff I'd come out with? Like, here's 100 podcasts I made over the last 5 months. Yes, it would.
It would be done with you like after 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to all the guests I got. Mike, you're the only one on the show.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I don't want to do a podcast tonight. Leave me alone.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking about. Like, I mean, from a writing standpoint, like that's a cool idea that you get to just, work on your craft, but at the same time, like with no social aspect, the human mind does not do really well, and I know that for a fact.
I would love it for like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
But that's because you have kids. Well, there are times where Tiff used to work. We would work different shifts, and she'd work like a night shift or something. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm gonna come home and I'll make dinner, and then I'll just chill and play some games. And and then I'm like, and then I'll see her in the morning, and I'm like, oh, I miss her. Like I'm just sitting in this empty house, and it does that. Like, and that's just one day, and I'm not a super social person, but like it would get to me quick. But with you having kids, you're like, what? Silence. Oh my God, it's silent. I get it.
Would love
Yeah.
it.
I get it. That's how I felt too with my son at times.
Actually, my so I'm gonna sidetrack for a minute here, but my son complained today that he was bored, and I kind of went off. I was like, I wish I was bored. I don't remember the last time that I was bored. There's always something to do. It's like, please do something. Do not complain to me that you're bored. That is not fair.
I'm never bored, really, except at work sometimes, but that's because I'm stuck at a table.
There's just too much to do and not enough time. I will never be bored again.
All work and no play makes Zach a dull boy.
Yeah, well, some of it is play. Like I make sure that I get to play a little bit of video games. That's part of the things that I need to do, quote unquote. Work on the podcast, stuff like that. But because I am not working on work full time, like literally full time, like every waking hour, that piles up. There's just too much of it to do. The house is a mess because the kids don't clean up after themselves, and I can't get them to do it. Like I just.
That is a fair aspect.
So I was a little perturbed when he said he was bored.
That's funny. I used to live with a guy who was like, we were like 22 at the time. He'd be like, man, I'm bored. I was like, man, you're surrounded by all these 360 games that I buy. You can play something. Like, go ahead. Like, how are you bored? When I lived with Dave.
Does not compute.
Well, he was bored unless there was a girl with him.
Oh,
and apparently women don't stick around long when you cheat on them. Who would have thought? So, but one part, because I'm watching the movie in the background of her talking, I just got to this part with the phone with the switchboard. Man, I started laughing.
All I could think of is SNL and the skit on SNL.
I thought I loved Lucy, but it just made me laugh because I was like, that's someone watching this movie like now for the first time would be like, no, I was young, like, what the fuck is that? Like, yeah.
Like, Aaron, what is she doing?
Yeah.
Like, what is she doing?
And I do think the fact that it takes so long for Jack to really go crazy. Like, I mean, he already starts off a little, like, you can tell he's an asshole and a bad person. And there's a lot of theories where he's a much worse person. We don't need to go there. But I think that helps because it's a good, I'm trying to think, if I'm in like an hour into this movie and he hasn't gone crazy yet. Like, it's having an hour, like, I think everything hits the fan when there's like an hour and a half into this film, when there's an hour still to go. That's when everything starts going crazy.
Yes.
Right
Lloyd.
after, yeah, exactly. It's right when he sees Lloyd, which is right after Danny went into room 237, and then Wendy blamed him for the bruises on Danny's neck. So he goes and he's like, great line. It's like, I sold my damn soul for a glass of beer, right? And he opens his eyes and there's Lloyd, which that guy is Tyrell in Blade Runner.
Oh,
that's why he looked familiar.
Yeah, he's great. So
Blade Runner's a good movie, but I don't recommend it for you or me.
Why?
I love it.
It's a slow burn.
It's such a god tier movie.
And the sequel, I never remember the right number. Blade Runner
2049.
49.
That's a good movie.
Extremely good movie.
That's a better movie.
It's a beautiful movie. It's so well shot. Really.
Too bad they got one shitty actor in it though.
Oh God, don't.
What?
Who's a shitty actor in it?
I don't like Leto.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I just don't like him. I don't think he's done
He's fine.
anything bad. I just don't like him.
He was fine in that, but yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't think Leto is a bad actor. There are some
He's a great
really
actor.
good movies with him in it, like Mr. Nobody, and
He's a great actor. I
He's
just
good in
don't
fight-
like him.
he's good in Fight Club. And
No,
I do
I-
like
I'm
30
with you on
Seconds
that.
to Mars, Fight Me.
He's barely in Fight Club.
I just
like that
don't
one-
like him. I can't place it.
Yeah.
I just
No,
don't. I see him and I'm
well-
like, Arr.
Because you hear bad things about him.
No, nothing to do with that. I just don't like him.
Oh, okay.
I don't
He
know.
seems like a prick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He is
Okay.
a prick. You're right.
Just don't like him in movies because he just
So according to YouTube, they had considered Robin Williams for the part of Jack.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
I think so.
think he
His
could've done
career
it.
path would have gone somewhere totally different because
So
he
here's
was.
the thing. On the one hand, no. But on the other hand, 1 hour photo exists.
Yeah.
Right?
I need to see that someday.
No, I think he would have been great in it, but he would not have the career he had. It would have went a completely different direction. I don't think he would have done as much comedy. I think
What was
they would have
Morgan
been
already
No.
thing when this came out?
Morgan Mindy, yes, but he hadn't made Good Morning Vietnam yet.
I mean, comedy and drama are two sides of the same coin. There's a lot of comedic actors or comedians who are great in dramatic roles, and I think he would have been really good.
I
interesting
think
to
he would have
see.
been good.
I love Jack Nicholson in this. You know, I wouldn't wish that it had been
You'd get a different
Robin
movie.
Williams, but yeah, but
It would have been 100% different movie. Yes.
he might not have put up with
Right, see, that's
Kubrick's
what I was
50
thinking.
takes.
Well, that's the other thing. I mean, everything Robin Williams does is improvise, and I don't think Kubrick would be okay with that.
God, it would have been 200 takes for each one.
It would have been fired.
Yeah.
Say the words on the page, Robin. Say the words on the page.
Yeah, he wouldn't. He wouldn't have
But then
lasted
you could
long.
also have like this really interesting thing where if Robin was Jack, with how much Robin loves doing improv, Lloyd could have just been a voice coming out of him, like he's talking to himself as all the different characters.
Yeah, but Kubrick would not have been okay with that because that
No.
wasn't his vision.
Yeah.
Kubrick makes movies
I'm guessing
the way he wants them. Period.
part of the
He was
reason why he
he's
did
a
not
true
go to
stickler, huh?
Williams.
Oh yeah, he
I-
like if he one. I was one of the comments I was watching. I also tried to watch. And there's a documentary about this movie called Room 237.
Yeah.
I watched some of it on Tubi, and one of the things they make a comment, they said like 1,000 people made that movie, like The Shining, but they said only one person really made that movie, and that's Kubrick. That's how he is. Like there's a shot where when Jack is locked in the pantry, and usually the camera looking at his face, that's Kubrick on the floor holding a camera.
Wow.
Like the guy just takes over the film, and everything is done exactly the way he wants it. That is the director he is, or was, I should say. So it just makes sense that nothing else would have worked. I mean, also I think Jack Nicholson does an amazing performance in this because he also has the right ugliness. He does. He has a certain aspect about him in this movie that fits for when you see this character and you already kind of might have a few, just seeing him in this movie, even before anything really gets going, he just looks kind of like an asshole.
It's like a dark, almost anti-charisma.
And one thing that was pointed out to me in the YouTube video, like all the crazy moments he has are all by mirrors.
Oh.
Like when you see him walking down the hall at one point, and every time he flings his arms in the air, he walked by a mirror.
Oh.
I didn't
That's
catch it, but
interesting.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I watched 4 YouTube videos about this movie.
Oh,
I
that's
broke down everything.
I also like the scene though where Danny goes to get a fire truck out of his room or something, and Jack's supposed to be
Seen him
sleeping,
on.
but he's sitting on the edge of the bed, and Danny goes and talks to him for a little bit. I think if it had happy backing music, you could take it as a tender moment, but because it's the creepy droning violin strings or whatever, it builds tension. But I believe Jack when he's like, I love you and I'll never do anything to hurt you. And I think in that moment he believes it too. Because that is before the Room 237 incident, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's when
Sober Jack talking.
Yeah, that too. That's when everything starts to go to hell. Wait, does 237 happen before he says, I'll sell my soul?
Right before it. Well, he doesn't go in, but Danny had gone in.
Okay, and it was so Danny goes in, and that's when he says, I would sell my soul for a beer.
Danny
Right, and
goes
then-
in, gets the marks on the neck. Wendy blames him for the marks.
Okay.
Because he had one time beforehand had an incident with Danny.
I don't think it was one.
And that's when he goes, fuck, I could get a drink.
Yep. And then, God, he's so gross. He's talking to Lloyd, and he says something like, "Just a little problem with the sperm bank upstairs."
That was
Like,
so
oh
gross.
man, like
I was like,
so
wait, what
gross.
is he? It took me a second to figure out what he was talking about.
Immediately.
He's
yeah.
talking about his dick.
He was technically.
Like, I was like, what?
So yeah, so then that's when Wendy comes in. Because she heard from Danny that there was somebody else in 237. You know, she's freaking out, and then Jack goes in, and then you get that bathtub scene.
What an interesting scene.
I get freaked out every
And-
time.
Do you really?
Yes,
There
every
was
time.
something about the
Yes.
model that they chose for the younger version of her. Her proportions just feel off, like her arms are too long or something.
Yeah.
There's something
Didn't I say
inhuman
she's
about that
very tall
actress.
with very
And then- Oh my god, the makeup used on the old lady.
Yes. He sees their back in the mirror, and it just gives me a disgusting chill every time. Like the skin is coming
Nowadays,
off.
they wouldn't
And
even bother painting those marks on. They just CGI it in.
Yeah.
Right?
Then she's like floating in the tub, and then oh my god, I'm freaking out. She's like following him. It's like
so
you are backing
good.
out. It's like you are backing out, and she's following you, like cackling. Oh, that freaks me out so bad. And that was by the way, the old lady in that prosthetic makeup, 8 days of shooting for that.
Days for that little scene?
Yes. And Steadicam guy in the commentary was like, she was like, you know, pretty just fine with hanging out. Like she was supposed to have a robe and slippers and stuff to cover up with in between shots. She was just kind of like hanging out, whatever.
Naked?
care.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
she's
feel like you
covered
get
up with
you get
prosthetics.
comfortable after a point. Like, yeah, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure the makeup department was pissed. Like, I gotta do another day of this.
Yeah.
Well, you're getting paid, right?
Imagine if they didn't use makeup that was water resistant.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
well, then it wouldn't work for the bathtub scene. Oh, but what I wanted to bring up is when he's in the bar and he sees the bartender, he makes a comment that he's been sober for like 5 months, but it sounds like it's been years since he quit drinking, supposedly.
Yeah, I don't know. He could have fell off the wagon a few times.
That's
So he's what my mom calls a functioning drunk.
there's two different. One of the comments I had
Until
heard
that bar scene, he was functioning.
is that he was already drinking. He just was hiding it from her. And now that he's stranded in this hotel, he can't drink. That's how some people take
Or
it.
can't hide it as easily.
I don't think there's any alcohol there.
Oh,
Could've
the
brought
bar
some.
wasn't stocked?
No, they took it all
No,
back.
they
They took
specifically
it all
said,
down because of the
yeah.
insurance.
Yeah. He could have brought some. Well, and then that kind of goes with what I think you were saying, Mike, or maybe it was Phoebe. Somebody was saying how if he has the shine, then he's
Me.
been trying to numb it,
Yeah.
or silence it by drinking. And so he had, like, they're there for a month, right? Like after the scene with the ice cream and Dick Halloran's like, don't go in room 237. It's like, boom, 1 month later. So I don't know. Maybe it takes a month to like totally dry out. I don't know. But
I mean, depends how much alcohol you're consuming.
Yeah.
I mean, for some people, I think it would take a month to dry out if you're like that heavy on it. I've
I
never
don't
been
really
that
know
heavy
how-
of a drinker. I don't
I
know.
don't really know how the shine works either. So
Same.
we got
There's
a
that.
lot of flexibility there.
It's never explained.
Thank God. I would hate for somebody to try to do a logical explanation of that.
I wouldn't mind. But no, in this movie, there's no explanation of how it works. Or, I mean, there's no explanation even him having the shiny. I always think about that bathtub scene, though. Like, if we talk about how, like, he goes in there, he's like, oh, beautiful naked woman, all right. And then when you find out she's old and, like, you know, rotting, he's all of a sudden very upset. It's like, you know, like, shouldn't you be upset that this happened to you in a second? Like, shouldn't you be upset some random woman is just here? Like, none of that matters. Just, hi, honey.
Well, and then like after all that, he goes back and tells Wendy he didn't find anything at all. So
Because I think he would have had to admit what happened, like the whole fact that she wasn't really there. Like maybe he realized that he remembered, oh yeah, I had this ability, and that's why I'm a drunk.
I think he unlocked a new kink.
No judgment here.
I would never.
I mean, it'd be necrophilia. There's judgment.
Oh, fair.
I just meant the old. I meant old rotting ladies,
You
not
meant-
dead ones.
Yeah, I knew what he
But she was dead rotting, so that's what I thought you were going with.
All right, I regret my joke now. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Be nice, Michael.
He thought that's what he meant. But no, that stuff with like the bartender, like that is so well shot. And one, like he sees the liquor, he's talking to the bartender, and then when she comes in the room, like you're talking about, all of a sudden the liquor, everything is gone because it was never there. The glass is never in his hands. But like maybe it's not something you should say in the hotel that I sell my soul. Like, 'cause I think they took him up on that offer.
I tend to not say that in general, even though I'm not really a religious person. But
I'm not either. But
See, that's the big question. Did they take him up on his offer then
I mean,
or before?
it would make
the
sense.
bartender is just kind of looking like the devil to steal a soul here. Like,
Yeah, he's even got the little red suit.
right?
I mean, and everything really kicks off from that point on too. Like all of a sudden, there's the ballroom filled with people shortly thereafter, right?
yeah, it's
But-
shortly after that, and that's when Shelley Duvall starts walking around with a baseball bat too. After that, I mean, I don't blame her. Like, I mean, thinking about like to me, like if somebody was in a room and hurt your kid, like you got how many rooms to check now?
Oh my god.
Oh, that was the other thing.
Awful.
Well, actually, when she ran into the bar to find Jack, I don't know how she knew that he was there, but she's like, "Oh, Danny said that there's another person in the hotel. Why did she leave Danny behind?"
They're not the best
Mother
parents.
dear.
Okay? Hey, she had to work on the hotel. They had responsibilities that Jack needed someone to do because he wasn't
She
doing
had to
it.
go tend to the boiler real quick. By the way, in the book, speaking of the boiler, in the book, the boiler plays a much bigger part because if you don't tend to it, it tends to get out of control. And in the end, since nobody is tending to it, it explodes and then the whole hotel burns up.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the fun part about the end of this movie is the fact that nothing got solved. This could
That's the
happen
fun part.
again.
Danny and Wendy get away, and that's it.
Like
And they
in all
probably never
honesty,
slept again.
the Overlook won.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm.
it took a life and added another person to its repertoire. Like that's all the people that you see probably were people that did something or died here that now are part of it.
Okay, I have to ask that now. It feels like we've been dancing around it for a few minutes. Was Jack just now added to the hotel?
has
Or
he
is
been
this
there?
a weird reincarnation story? Because at the very beginning, during the interview, he's like, feels like I've been here before. He's constantly talking about the deja vu of the place.
Yes.
He already knows Lloyd's name, and they straight up say, "You've always been the caretaker."
maybe it's a time loop.
That's what I think. That there's something going on that is much deeper than just.
But
the
it's
hotel.
never explained. I mean, one thing about Kubrick.
No, but that's a King thing. Some things just do not get explained by the end.
Okay.
Even
I
in
guess
his
Hopefully it
books.
had a different ending where the manager guy from the beginning goes to the hospital to talk to Shelley Duvall, and he's like, "There's nobody at the hotel. We didn't find your husband. We didn't find the body you were talking about. We didn't find anything." But they
No.
cut that part.
I don't think it
I don't know.
So that would have been a different movie for you to be like, okay, now what really happened? Like, it's not just
The fact is, they would have had a snowcat that they drove back, which means but Dick did drive that snowcat there. It didn't get there by itself. So
well, they don't know that the snowcat was broken,
no, but we do.
but we do, but they don't.
But do we? That could have been a hotel fucking with Wendy's sense of perception.
Oh yeah,
Like so
Oh, that's
much
fair.
of this is left up in the air.
yeah. Which is cool, but at the same time, I would have liked a little more information.
I disagree. I think it's fine the way it is.
Same.
There are other movies where I need stuff to be more explained, but I think just because I've seen this one so many times and like from such a young age, I think I accepted it a long time ago how it is.
Yeah.
I kind of don't want answers. I like all the discussion around what it could possibly be.
No, that's a fair point. I mean, I took it. I want to say the first times that I watched this movie, I took it that since he died there, he just became part of the hotel.
And then what?
Yeah.
What about his wife and kid? Who are they?
I mean, I don't think it was reincarnation. I think that my guess, since you never saw him in the photo before, that when he dies in the hotel, he just becomes one of these people. I'm guessing all these people in the 1930s died somehow terribly that are all here, and that's why they're trapped in this limbo.
He technically didn't die in the hotel.
Kind of the grounds.
Yeah, no, it's that general location that's the problem.
Remember that show School Spirit? They couldn't leave the grounds? Same idea.
Okay, that was
Wow.
Good show, by the way. I recommend it. One random little thing is the same face he makes when he takes that first drink is the face you see when he's frozen to death.
Speaking of the face that he makes when he's frozen to death, I always thought that was just a still shot. That is a
Is that not a
mannequin.
still?
It is a mannequin
Oh,
that they made of him,
Wow.
and it looks real.
That's a very
It does look real.
good
holy
mannequin.
cow.
Yeah,
That was half their budget right there.
probably.
I mean, you just don't think
Well,
shooting for. I mean, this movie wasn't bad.
Half the original budget, and then they probably like went over it by double.
19 million.
With all that blood.
If this
with
was
how
a
long it took to
modern
shoot.
movie, they would have spent $500 million making that a CGI Jack Nicholson, or putting like his face on another actor who was freezing in the cold. Some stupid way of doing it. Practical effects will always be better.
Correct.
Yes.
Totally.
I really do wonder about that. Like, was he part of it? Like, because like you said with the comment where he's like, I've always liked you, Lloyd. Like, I just thought he was just fucking losing it. But it's hard to say. But again, the movie, you're not supposed to really know.
Well, I feel like I've always liked you. It could just be a joke, even like if they had just met. It's like Lloyd's telling him what he wants to hear, and that seems like a thing you might say back.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
And because of that ambiguity, we don't know. Is he just saying that, or is it that he has been here before? And I like not knowing, which is a weird thing for me.
And it could be with him being clairvoyant that also that idea is that he was seeing visions of this place because it was calling out to him.
That's an excellent point. Totally fair.
Because I would like to believe the fact that if there was something like this that had this evil energy, it would try to bring people to it that it could consume.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good way to think about it. And like with Grady, with him being the random butler that you see, I think to me, I kind of took it as he was just another person that, he was consumed by the hotel and now he just became part of
he
this.
Doesn't have the same name. His name is Grady.
Them.
So are you assuming it's the caretaker before?
Yes. I think they're just people are slotted into the...
But he doesn't have the same name.
I know, and I think that's on purpose because the house took his name, essentially, in that case. Well, the idea that if you don't have your name... then you can't...
we're really delving deep now.
We are. I'm thinking of Spirited Away. The idea is that when you don't have your name, that you can't be yourself. And since this idea that you're being taken by this entity, it takes away your name so it can use you.
We're all just the Overlook.
We are.
So that's my little... I did think about some of this stuff for a bit, so...
Man, you would think as somebody who has read so many of King's books, especially around his 80s era to 90s era, I would not get such a flashbang from a certain word being used, but I was completely shocked when Grady just dropped the N-bomb.
That...
I don't know that that's in the book necessarily. It might be, but I don't recall. I don't remember that.
So I have a comment for that. Like, I don't like that word in most things, but in a case where you are having somebody from the 1930s say it, it fits the time period that they are supposedly in.
Do not read it.
Okay.
I own it. I will never read it just because that book is huge, Phoebe.
Oh, that too. But it's a damn good book, but because of the whole black spot incident stuff, that word is prominent. That and the F word.
Okay, so it probably is in The Shining then.
But even then, to me, it fits to have it in the context of where it's coming from. One, it's coming from a dead guy who's a ghost, who we don't even know is a real person, talking to a crazy man, but this dead guy is supposedly in 1931, and it's a creepy hotel that's haunted. It works for me in the context of what's happening.
And he killed his family in the real timeline in 1970, which would be right after segregation ended.
He's still using that word.
Oh, people still do.
Yeah.
I also thought it was interesting the way that Jack repeats it and is like as a question, like he's like, "Are you sure about that word?" Like he shouldn't have said the word. But I thought it was interesting the way that he...
I'm for the reincarnation theory, and so saying it like it's a question to me is like his two timelines kind of fight each other right then, because a person in the 1980s is like, I shouldn't be saying that word, should I? And meanwhile, caretaker 1920s Jack is just like, oh, yes, of course. Absolutely. One of those people.
That's an excellent point. Right. That
So
whole
Phoebe, have you
scene,
heard that
though-
word in your circle of area where you live?
I don't want to answer that question.
Why not?
Dude, that word gets used all over the place. I mean,
Like in the last 2 weeks, Mike.
like I live in,
I know.
super blue San Diego, and my kids have heard that at school and like asked me about it, and I'm like, we just do it. Like, we just cannot say that word. I'm sorry.
But hearing kids
That
say it
is
to
not-
me makes more sense than hearing an adult say it, because kids are just repeating something
'cause
they
don't
heard.
know. Right.
Yeah,
No, I
at
hear-
school,
I
it
get- I
makes-
get you. But the kids, I mean, the kids heard it from somewhere, right?
Yes.
But yeah, so actually, I need, man.
But
my
knowing
own-
where Phoebe heard it is a different reason why I'm commenting to that.
Yeah, I know. It was from somebody I was not expecting to hear it or words.
Were you
like
around
it
a bunch
from.
of was the roof leaking above you where the building you were in? Just
No,
random
because it
question.
wasn't raining.
Thank you. Answer my question there.
I do want to finish my thought, because it sounded
Please.
like I said, I'm sorry you can't say the N word, which is not what I was meaning. What I was saying was like, I'm sorry that I can't explain this to you better, because my son had a lot of questions about like, well, like, because so he heard it from his friend who's black, and then he was like, oh, well, she says that people call her that. I'm like, well, that could be super racist, or it could be another black person, and they just like, sometimes they use that word, and like, I am unqualified to have this conversation.
Yeah.
Listen,
What?
you're a film buff. You just go, sweetie, you're not Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah. Even then, I still would not.
Yeah, it's a word that even when I was younger, I didn't like to say. I was like, no, I'm not. I can't say that word. So yeah, not a word I use.
But anyway, yeah, I didn't. I just had to follow up on that. Anybody thinking? I was like,
Sorry, you
too
can't say
bad.
that
Too
word.
bad I can't say it.
Well, you live in California, so everybody knows you're a communist. That's okay.
Yeah. Well, that's totally different.
I know.
That's totally.
I like to make that. I swear, I spend with every so often when I'm on a bunch of like very left wing pages, and I'll read the comments, and it's like, my God, like, why are all these right wing people on a left wing page? Like, I don't go to the right wing pages, and I just stay where I'm. Like, what are you doing here?
They are
Right.
fueled by hate, Mike.
I don't know.
Because they are right, and nobody's gonna tell them different.
Like,
No, they are wrong.
there was a funny picture. I'm in a stupid Photoshop group for some reason, and somebody's like, "Oh, put me a picture with Gavin Newsom," and they had him in like a pink jacket with Nazi symbols. I'm like, what are you guys even doing? Like, come on now.
Come on, I like the Photoshop group.
Some of them are funny, but I mean, it's just like
Participate.
they're actually like bots that just because the names don't match like the picture that you're seeing. If you look up, like none of it's the same people, just random pictures and random like bots, and even the comments like these are all bots that are just trying to get clicks.
But I've gotten off of the
Weird.
Photoshop because now everybody does the AI chat G whatever.
Fuck
Just
me,
Photoshop.
novel AI and all of them. It's taken over. Nobody.
Hey,
does.
AI can be useful. We use AI in our Power Rangers board game that we play.
Cheaters!
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna do the art, and he ain't gonna do the art. We're not using it for.
Game.
Hey, he has one of the villains that we're fighting in our Power Ranger game is Trump. So we have AI videos of Trump being like,
I
"Lord
don't think
Reagan
you
is
need
great."
AI to do that for you. Enough people have drawn over bloated Trump that.
Oh no, it's video, not pictures. It's actual like AI
Oh.
videos of him telling how great Lord Draken is and how the Power Rangers are bad. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, you
That's
can
neither
probably
here
just
nor there.
splice together scenes from South Park now and it'll work.
No, I'm this whole thing with Dick is sad to me. How he gets all the way there and just gets murdered instantly. Like it made me sad.
Yeah,
Which-
finding out that he lives in the book, but in this, they put so much effort into his character for such a dumbed down ending for his character.
Not
Kind
good.
of makes sense because it's such a mundane death. It's not the spirits try to kill him or a psychic battle or anything. It's just an axe.
He didn't even get the chance to fight back. It was just like BAM!
I mean, maybe when you creep into the hotel, like you should just be yelling out, "Hello, everybody! Anybody here?" Like maybe you look around a little bit, like. Well,
He did when he first rolls up in the snowcat, Jack hears it and leaves Wendy alone. So he did save Wendy there, and then
oh yeah.
because he arrived in the snowcat, Wendy and Danny were able to drive away in the end.
Okay, so yeah, he did have a
So
purpose.
he did save them, but yeah, it just seems so cruel that he goes through all that effort and like runs in. I think The Simpsons did it even better in that one.
Oh,
Treehouse of
Willie,
Horror
with Willie.
Groundskeeper Willie. Yeah, it's like it's even more immediately.
See, that's the
He just
thing.
runs in and gets axed right away.
That's the thing is I've never seen this, but I own the Treehouse of Horror DVD, and I own Ready Player One on DVD. So I have enough pop culture references in my house to this movie. It's mind blowing that I've never seen the movie.
Well, it's. I mean, we've had this conversation before with different people, but like there are certain movies that even though you might have never seen it, it's just the osmosis of it being parodied and referenced and gifs and memes and everything else of the world we live in. It just kind of happened.
Yeah, that's my. This is so off topic, but that's my problem with Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, you never seen that either?
No, so I finally watched all 6 movies, like the original 6, like 2 years ago, but I had seen the first one a while ago, and I despised it. And the reason why is because Freddy Krueger is such a prominent member of the horror pop culture lexicon, but it's always the fun, goofy, joking Freddy that really starts in Nightmare 3. So going into Nightmare 1, I'm like, what the fuck? This isn't Freddy.
Don't watch the remake.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, because it's like they take out all the fun parts of Freddy, and then they actually make him a child molester.
Oh, no.
You really don't want to be on his side.
So yeah, no, I'm the weirdo who's like, yeah, no, I love 3 and 6.
3's awesome.
Because I understand him as a jokey villain.
Is 6 the one where you're supposed to wear the 3D glasses in the last scene?
I don't know about the 3D glasses, but it's the one where he goes, it's so bad, and he's got the power glove on over his knife hand.
Yeah, sure that's the one. Yeah, I remember I saw that in the theater, and we had, it was just the one scene at the end was in 3D, and you had to put the glasses on for that.
Oh, that makes sense because
they couldn't afford the rest of the movie to be in 3D. Just that one scene.
A skeleton sperm come out of him, and you have to have 3D glasses so they fly towards you.
But New Nightmare is pretty good too.
That movie's good.
I like New Nightmare.
On this podcast too. So was the first one.
Do-do-do.
We reviewed a lot of classic horror films on this podcast so far. You're part of the reason, yes.
I'm most of the reason.
Because Tiff is awesome.
Oh, I was hit by a metal thing that she has in her hand.
So YouTube told me that the Here's Johnny scene was improvised.
Surprised that was allowed.
Awesome.
Right? I didn't. Yeah, I was surprised.
I would imagine that there was. How many takes could they have done there, really? If he's got to chop through a door every time, that had to be.
They did like 50 takes.
Yeah, and it wasn't
a new
breakaway
door every time.
It wasn't breakaway wood because he was a firefighter, a volunteer firefighter, so he knew how to do that. So he just have at it.
He must have been.
Yeah, no, they reinstall new doors each time.
So how much of the budget went to the doors?
For real though, and the blood. I feel like there was a lot of blood.
Especially with the elevator.
Yeah, and doing all those takes, they had to reset that every time. No wonder it took a year.
And clean all that up? Like, you ain't getting that liquid back. You got to get a whole nother batch of it almost. Like,
I don't know how many takes they did that elevator shot. I thought that was potentially a single take, but
I am surprised we have not talked about that yet.
The elevator?
Well, just the fact that the hotel, the living embodiment of evil that is the hotel, becomes strong enough by the end of the movie that Wendy, who does not have this power, starts seeing everything.
Mm-hmm.
I have a thought for that, or a theory.
Do you think she also has the Shining?
No, because of... My idea is that it is leeching off of Jack and Doc, so it is using the power from them to project to her.
Oh, God.
Because it's starting to come to life, essentially. Like, the idea is that, well, we know one is definitely clairvoyant, and it definitely is taking from him, because he's not okay in the second half of this movie. Like, when shit hits the fan, he's gone. Tony took over, and he's not there anymore. And, like, I take it that the hotel is completely leeching off him.
Off Danny?
Off Danny, and definitely off of Jack, too. Like, it's taking their energy and using it to fuel itself, because that's when you start seeing more people in the ballroom now. Like, there's more... The hotel is coming to life. That's how I take it. And that's, I think, what his whole goal is to use people to feed off them to go back to 1931, pretty much.
Speaking of coming to life, in the book, there's not a maze. It's a topiary, I think it's called. You have
Hedge monsters.
It's hedge
because the miniseries does that.
Mhm.
Right. And they like come alive and they protect Danny.
I like the hedge better.
I like the hedge
maze
better. Well, there's no way they would have been able to do it for this, but I think in the miniseries it was all done with CGI. I'm sure.
Yeah, it looks like it is.
You could easily practical effect that.
But I love that this was like super simple, like Danny outsmarts Jack, he just backtracks, covers up where he goes the other way and works like a charm. I mean, Jack is just blindly chasing the footprints. And, I don't know, I love that.
He's also injured because she hurt his foot got hurt when he fell down the stairs.
Yep.
I thought he was pushed.
Oh, well, he was hit with a baseball bat.
And then he fell down, so.
Okay, fine. 3 takes for the elevator scene.
Okay,
and it took him a day and a half to reset it each time.
My God!
Yes.
I mean, but 3 takes is almost reasonable.
Yeah, for
Kubrick, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of movies that would have been like 1 take, we're good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure I've watched enough horror movies and there's certain scenes that were not taken twice. Like in speaking of Nightmare on Elm Street, that scene when she's on top of this, like in the rotating room and she's on the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that was. They were like, okay, let's say 20 takes. Like they're probably like, nope, we're not doing that again.
There's
Johnny
probably
Depp's
some
on the ceiling.
amount of rehearsal involved, but yeah.
Yeah, but you're not like Kubrick. I mean, no matter how much rehearsal was involved, Kubrick was still like, all right, shoot it 10 more times, 20 more times. He didn't care. No, the hedge mage stuff, that is a really good fucking scene of how he outsmarts them and like everything with that. And I mean, how iconic, like the scene where he breaks down the doors, here's Jody, and how that's been referenced everywhere.
Yes.
Poor Johnny Carson.
I did not know that was a phrase from Johnny Carson before.
Know that?
No.
That's how he introduces them.
Okay, I was wondering if that was supposed to be Jack is shorthand for Johnny, like Dick is Richard and stuff. I was wondering what the hell was going on there.
Wasn't it Ed, what's his name? Was the announcer?
I can't remember his last name, but yeah, every show he goes, here's Johnny.
Johnny. Yeah. What is that guy's name? Ed.
It's a good fucking scene, though.
It's not Ed Wood.
Nice.
I did really like that.
I know it.
But no, it's all really good. And you're right that because of the snowcat, I forgot that he does leave her alone because he's about to kill her. Oh.
Do we think Dick knew he was gonna die and sacrificed himself willingly?
No,
I don't. Why would he go in? I don't know. I don't think so.
no, because you'd be more. He doesn't. If you were going to sacrifice yourself to save them, you would be more distracting, not just walk around the corner and get axed. I mean, he doesn't know. He just knows something's wrong. So supposedly the idea is that the kid reached out to him with The Shining and helped him, asked for help. But I'm also like, what the fuck are you doing traveling?
He wants to save Danny.
I mean, he technically did save Danny.
He did save Danny.
Just traded. I mean, to be fair, he was an older man and this is a young kid, so it's like,
And I'm assuming a single man.
What do you mean? I mean, you wouldn't be okay if a bunch of naked women picture? Actually, you wouldn't care.
Should we ask Sue?
My mother would not be okay with it. You wouldn't care. You'd be like, yeah, fine.
I mean, he was old enough. He could have been married, and his wife might have passed away.
He could have.
Or left him.
How old are we putting him at? Y'all act like he's 85.
He looks like he's probably 70. 70 something.
I would say 60s.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's an easy way to do this.
Look up what Google says.
How old was the actor when this movie came out?
No, I need to know how old the character is supposed to be.
Yeah, it's a general
that's the closest
idea
you're going to
get.
Yes. Especially a Kubrick movie.
While we're Googling stuff, it was Ed McMahon, by the way.
Yeah, I was right.
Oh, did you say that? I didn't hear it.
She did, yes.
I'm sorry. I'm very soft-spoken. I try my hardest.
All right, the movie came out in 1980. He was born in 1910. Scatman,
70.
so we're going to say 70.
Damn.
You're welcome.
You were right. Huh.
And now I'm finding out that I'm actually a huge fan of Scatman Crothers because I did not know that he was the guy who plays Hong Kong Phooey and Jazz in Transformers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Kong Phooey.
I can totally hear that.
Number 1, Super Dog.
I was going to say, is that the dog that's
Yes. Also a janitor.
I grew up on Hong Kong Phooey and Jabberjaws. How dare you?
I did too, unfortunately. I never liked those cartoons.
Hong Kong Phooey.
I did because nothing else was on.
I was Yang, the Jazz from Transformers. I can totally hear that now. That is him.
Oh, I mean, so some of the stuff like when the hotel starts going nuts, like when she sees everything, I do like those scenes. Especially like the one she randomly sees like the guy in the dog costume giving some other guy a blowjob.
Yes.
That fucking
Yeah, I
cracks
don't
me
know what
up.
the fuck that is.
So I have not seen Eyes Wide Shut, but
Me either.
is that what that movie's like?
I don't know.
have to assume so.
I don't
That's the
remember.
only-
I've seen it, but I don't
I've
remember.
never seen it. It's always been on my list to watch one
We're
day.
gonna cover it in here.
Depends how much I go down this rabbit hole with Kubrick. I mean, I already got one sucker that's willing to talk about 2001: A Space Odyssey with me for 3 hours.
You have two.
Okay.
Nice.
And I
Yeah,
will
no,
100%
me too.
rewatch Full Metal Jacket. And if you ever
I've
do
never
Doctor
seen-
Strangelove, I will do Doctor Strangelove because that's the one I want to see more than anything.
I've never seen
I
Full Metal
noped out-
Jacket.
I noped out on
So-
Strange Love and Full Metal Jacket. It's 2 movies in one, and the first movie is really good and ends in a dark manner, and the second movie is just bleak the whole way through. It's a tough watch. It's a tough watch. It's good.
I've never seen it. Clockwork Orange is another one that I've actually have tried. That's one of the few movies where I said nope. I just was done.
I noped out like 95% of the way through that one. I was just like, I'm done. Like I'm done with this movie. I haven't enjoyed any of it, and I just stopped watching it.
Yeah, I didn't get that far. I think I got maybe an hour. I don't remember. I just remember I'm like, I can't do this.
I have never seen that. I should.
It might happen
I
at
don't
some point. We'll see. I am doing a lot of classic horror movies that are iconic, and Clockwork Orange is one of those iconic movies. So it depends. Sometimes I get into making lists, and if I start doing a bunch of Kubrick movies, I'll want to do more. So,
Fair enough.
so when she's trying to climb out of the window and she can't fit, was it because the snow was in the way, or because she couldn't? I guess she couldn't open the window any
I
farther.
think she couldn't get open
Yes.
far enough.
Okay, 'cause, you could just move the snow away eventually.
Eventually.
Oh yeah,
By
good
the
point.
way-
There was a guy trying to kill you.
All that snow is just salt.
Oh,
Of course.
yeah, because you can't. Yeah, okay, I see. She can't open the window. She can't fit out. That makes sense.
Come on, you were olive oil. Suck it in.
I mean, also, I was thinking about where the fuck are you going? Like, you get out, like, you don't got a whole lot of places you can go to in this. Like, the kid runs back into the hotel, which makes sense. I'm like, what are you going to... Well, I mean, you can't stay outside. You ain't going to survive.
I mean, what's the alternative? She's gonna get an axe to the face.
I mean, to be fair, that giant of a hotel, you can find a place to hide and stay hidden.
Yeah, but she's got to get past Jack.
He's talking
Yeah.
about
And go out the
You're right,
window. And that's
Yeah.
that's when
currently watching
Scatman
her struggle
Crothers shows up.
because
Yes, because there's a guy trying to threaten to kill her and say nursery rhymes. Yes. I do like how she slashes his hand, though. I mean, that's what you do. Slash his hand when he tries to... When they shove the knife through the fucking door. Like,
that was Kubrick doing the knife stabbing, the hand stabbing.
Was he really?
Really?
see how he gets a little involved in his movies.
Yep.
Did he not trust Duval to do it?
I don't know. Maybe
I mean, I'm going to guess he was probably a bit of a sexist.
Perfectionist.
probably a reasonable
Sexist,
guess.
maybe, but
Well, I'm not saying because of anything, just because of the time. He's in.
well, he might be one of those evil genius people that.
Well, just because he's old. He was born. Wow, there's a lot of freaking text in the Wikipedia article that I'm scrolling through just to find one. He was born in 1928. I mean, it's not that I'm saying anything, like, a lot of times it's just when you're, depending on what generation you're born into, you grow up around that, and it's just something normal to them.
Maybe Shelley Duvall was scared to do it.
I mean, he did fuck with her apparently, so.
Yeah, maybe she was like, I'm done.
After 50 takes of this scene, I'm fucking done.
Dude, what is up with Kubrick and sex? What the hell?
I mean, there's no sex in this movie, really.
Well, no, it's just since we were talking a little bit about it, like there's Eyes Wide Shut, there's the blowjob scene in this movie, which really doesn't have a reason to exist.
It does in one
And
aspect.
now I'm finding out that he directed Lolita, and it's like, oh no, things are starting to connect.
The reason I think that blowjob scene is there is one, to fuck with you, and also this is 1980. It's a different time where I think, like, yes, the gay culture is, it would have been AIDS and everything. But I think it's meant to be a, like, to fuck with you type scene to unsettle you, and that probably would have unsettled people in theaters.
But we know for sure that's the man in the bear suits.
We don't.
I don't know if we know that for sure.
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure it's a spirit, so does that count?
Okay, let's just think about this for a minute. How is she doing what they're trying to do with that fucking mascot?
Yeah, that is the ugliest fursuit I've ever seen in my life.
For real.
Have you seen others?
Have you seen like
Yes.
Halloween costumes from that
So
time?
have you.
What a stupid fucking question, Mike.
Right?
I know. Don't worry, someone else next to me said the same thing. I was just trying to see where it went by me saying it. Is really what I was doing. I know, but I was trying to see if she, depending on, I'll just.
Maybe you got
I'll see how Phoebe responded to the question.
I don't know who finds the fursuit in The Shining sexy. Fucking that's like getting a blowjob from Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
I just recently watched that.
Hey, everyone has a kink. You never know.
I was gonna say this sounds suspiciously like kink shaming.
No.
only kink shame one person.
I'm saying that you could spend the money to buy a better suit.
Maybe he was working on it, getting the money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he might be getting the money. You're right.
But to be fair, I think it's
Expensive. Okay.
also supposed to be
They're like
the fact that
$1,000+. Yeah.
it would have been the 1930s where that would have been very taboo. So that's part of what I think it is, and I really do believe that with the hotel, it's all the things we're seeing is stuff from the 1930s. That's how I take it too.
Oh, you think that scene was from the 1930s as well?
Yes. I think it's, for some reason, it's replaying the 1930s, and I think that's what it
Or
is.
it's just trying to show her something.
I mean, it's fucking with her. Like, when she saw all the dead bodies, those are the bodies of the people that we saw in the ballroom.
They could have done a little better with the skeletons. I mean, it looks like they just went to Spirit Halloween and, like, give me, like, a dozen skeletons.
Which didn't exist at this time.
Yeah.
That's actually in the commentary they said something to the effect of like, this just seemed like somebody went and borrowed a bunch of props from another horror movie.
Right.
Yeah, they're not very good.
If they were closer together, you can make the joke that they stole the skeletons from the set of Poltergeist.
Poltergeist, that was
Fun random thing. After I get done watching this movie, HBO Max, like, you want to watch Poltergeist next?
Oh, wow.
Oh, funny. For me, it was they were like, hey, do you want to watch Bring Her Back next?
Bring her
Yes,
back.
you do.
Do I?
That came out in 2025.
You probably do. It's pretty disturbing.
Ooh, I want to watch it. It's on
Without me.
HBO Max.
You can watch it without me.
Okay.
I'm not here quite often in my office.
I know. You go do something and tomorrow. I'll watch that.
It's called recording.
At what time?
Tomorrow night. That's neither here nor there.
Sorry. About The Shining.
I think anything else I need to say? We covered most things. Oh, we should talk about a little about the ending. Like, and we did. You brought it up a little bit, Phoebe. How like he tricked some, but I do like how he just freezes to death. Like, I think that's a good death for him.
And then just the absolute creepy shot of it's not even a static zoom onto the picture. It's a fade in, fade out into different zoom points. Oh, it's so iconic and it's so disturbing.
I also feel that if he wasn't injured from the stairway, I don't think Danny would have escaped. But the fact that he's limping is why he can't catch him. Because he's injured. And being out in the cold is not nice to you.
We haven't talked about how weird this is compared to the book.
No.
Or how weird the book is.
I watch YouTube, but that's about all I know about the book.
Yeah, so Tony is future Danny using The Shining to possess his 10 years in the past self.
That takes some skills. I mean, come on now.
Like, yep, this is definitely in the Dark Tower multiverse.
I don't get that reference, but that's okay.
I don't either. Look, it is Winnie the Pooh from Blood and Honey. Sorry.
A good half of King's books are interconnected. You can follow story threads together. Like Dick as a kid was in it. But they're all connected to a 7-book saga that Stephen King wrote called The Dark Tower, which goes to incredibly weird and sufferential places.
Heard you talk about it before.
He wrote an 8th.
The key in the wind in the keyhole. Yeah.
It's pretty
I
good.
could say 8.5 because the little sisters exist and everything's eventual.
I didn't read that.
9.5 because the talisman exists, etc., etc.
Yeah,
We can
that's
go
fair.
forever.
Yeah.
Insomnia is just Dark Tower 0.
Is it? I gotta read that.
Oh yeah, the main character who actually kills the Crimson King at the end. The entire backstory of the painter Patrick Danville is Insomnia, because the whole point of Insomnia is they have to save him when he's a baby.
Okay, interesting. Have not read that
Welcome to Stephen King. It's all interconnected. It's all insane.
Yeah, I mean, no, I've read a bunch of his stuff and watched a bunch of his movies since I was a young boy, including all the Dark Tower stuff, which I love. But I didn't know that about Insomnia. I there's a lot of the same characters, like Sheriff Pangborn shows up in more than one, and like everything's is in different parts of Maine.
The priest from Salem's Lot then shows up in the Dock Tower after he dies. Fucking Randall Flagg, the main villain of The Stand, is also the anti-god thing in Children of the Corn.
Yeah, so
A
lot of those I
thing.
knew, but I didn't know about the Insomnia one. All right, when I start reading again.
Mike, it is a straight up comic book multiverse situation going on.
I know a little of it with King, but I have not experienced enough of. I've never read any of his books, unfortunately, and I'm starting to watch more of his movies. Slowly. Very slowly.
You can start Stephen King-a-thon if you want.
Oh, please. I'll join that.
Let's watch Carrie. Not Carrie.
Carrie.
Christine. Let's watch Christine.
I've never seen that. I am curious, too.
McDreamy's in it.
Right, yeah.
Of course.
So, before I had saw this movie for the first time, I knew that scene of him frozen, because I've seen it as memes before. And it was a really funny interaction with the first time I actually saw the movie. I'm like, oh, that's what the memes are from. I don't know. I like when I know where memes come from. It makes me smile. Or any other things have any of you guys seen Dr. Sleep? The supposedly sequel to this?
But from what I've heard of Dr. Sleep, because I haven't read the book either, if this wasn't already connected to the Dark Tower, that book / movie dials the connections up to 11.
I really want to see it now.
I saw the movie and read the book, and I don't recall the connections. It's Danny, and he's like, I don't know, 30 or something like that, and he's an alcoholic because he's been using it to. He's been drinking to drive away
the shining.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense.
Then there's this whole other thing about steam and like this group of like gypsies that steal people's steam, and that they especially like people who have the shining because they have a lot of steam or something. I don't know. It was a little silly to me. The movie was better than the book, I thought.
They could be servants of the Crimson King.
Yeah, could be.
I do want to, after watching this, I really want to see the movie now, Dr. Sleep, because Wayne McGregor's in it and I like him as an actor. So
yeah. I think the movie's worth watching.
Okay. It'll probably happen soon. All right, and then this movie just ends with them driving off and then he's dead. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
If Zach recommends a movie, it must be good. Zach hates everything.
I do hate everything.
But we don't have your other half here to see what he thinks. Your duplicate that I somehow met the other side of the country.
He's going to totally agree with me or vehemently oppose.
I know, it's so funny how that works. It's never in the middle. It's either the great it's either the same or the complete opposite. I don't know if Kobe's a fan of The Shining. I don't know if he'll listen to this or not. So we'll find out because he'll hear his name like in comment or not when I post this next week.
Love you, Colby.
All right. Any last things to say? Or should we go to Shelf Stacker Box?
I've got nothing.
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. Let's go to Shelf Stacker Box. And Tiffany, why don't you lead us in?
Oh, put it on the shelf. It's a good movie. It's an iconic movie. That's it. Shelf.
All right. Both are true statements. I'll accept it. I'll go next. I'm putting this on the shelf too. I really love this film. This is not a film that I need to see over and over again, but I do really like it. I don't know if I consider it a perfect film like I do Silence of the Lambs, but this is a good film.
Close.
There's something about Silence of the Lambs that's just,
I should have bought that for you.
There was a part of me that was like, I kind of wanted it, but I didn't want you to spend 80 on that moth.
I didn't explain to them.
When she was at a oddities convention, they had a little like display box that had the real black deadhead moth in it. And then it had like part of the poster of Silence of the Lambs, and she sent me a picture of it. She's like, I thought about buying this for you, but it's 80. And I'm like,
Yeah, it was. I wasn't okay paying it.
I wasn't either, but I can guarantee you it would have been hung up in this basement. I fucking loved it.
It was so cool.
It's a good movie.
It's perfect horror movie. I don't say that a lot. Horror movies. Phoebe.
On the shelf. Camera work's amazing. The score is amazing. It feels pretty damn well paced. I would absolutely watch this again.
I still can't believe you had never watched it until today.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling.
And
that you kicked up on so much. This is one of the first movies I ever remember seeing. It haunts me to this day, especially late at night. It goes on the shelf. If I take it off the shelf, the ghost of Delbert Grady will chop me into pieces. So I have to keep it on the shelf. But I also like it. So it goes there. It belongs there.
It really does. All right. And which I found out from Ken, this is another poster pick that we don't know about yet. So
really?
I got another movie off that poster. It's going to be interesting because we've done like 5 or 6 of them this Spooktober. I feel like maybe I'm exaggerating my numbers, but I've done a few. And so it's going to be interesting someday when I finally start to get enough done where I'm like, oh, look, cool. This is from the poster. This is from the poster. I can just cross it. It's already done.
There are some movies I've messaged Ken where it's just like, Is this on the poster? Because there are some like really deep classics that, if they're not on the poster, would be surprising.
The two that we have uncovered so far that I haven't covered yet because I'm waiting is The Changeling, and then Possession is another one that we have uncovered. 1980 and 1981, and The Possession I'm excited to watch because Sam Neill's in it. I have a thing for that. I like that guy.
Sam Neill's perfect.
Well, unfortunately, I'll never meet him at a convention because he doesn't go to conventions, but I would love to. All right, and I guess we should just go to plugs then. Phoebe, where can people find you at?
You can find me over on YouTube and Twitch as the Let's Play Princess, over on Twitter and Blue Sky as the LP Princess, and on a little podcast known as Nerds a Broadcast with my mate, Teacher Bloke 85.
Highly recommend that one.
A good show. And Zach.
You can find me on Absolutely the Best Podcast, A Work in Progress, where my co-host George and I pretty much caught up on ranking all of the MCU movies, and we've added Michael Colby for our Alien and Predator Connected Universe series, where we're ranking all of those in order of theatrical release. And lately I've been co-hosting the Retro Game Club quite a bit since one of the hosts decided to retire.
What's retiring from podcasting?
Yeah, tell me.
Moving to Australia.
Oh, okay.
No, the one that moved to Australia is the one who's still going.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah. So it makes it hard. So he's recording at 10 in the morning and it's 2 in the afternoon the next day for me, or the day before. I forget how that worked.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's
The day before.
It's hard when you're dealing with some of those time zones. I met someone from Australia once. I'm like, yeah, we can do it, but it ain't gonna be easy.
Yeah.
No. I think we don't record with anybody that far. The farthest I have is England, and that's only been a few episodes. Otherwise, Newfoundland and Canada. I found 2 people that I record with from there, from a freaking island.
I said, you can do it, Mike. You'll find the name sooner or later.
Tiffany didn't help correct him this time.
All right. Oh, yeah. I should do the rest of the plugs. If you enjoyed this episode, over 850 other episodes of this podcast, we do TV, movies, comics, video games, all sorts of content. We have a giant catalog. If you want to support the show, do a Patreon, a little dog vote in our Patreon polls. We have 1 to 2 polls a month. That's how this happened. Currently 1. I'll go back to 2, I promise. I'm just still trying to fucking get caught up. So check that out. If you donate $10 or more, I will shout out your podcast or YouTube like the 2 lovely people that are on this episode that already shout out theirs, so I don't have to today. So check them out. Also check out A Gamer Looks at 40.
So what am I paying you for?
For all the episodes you're not on.
You did his job this time.
I only make 3 to 4 podcasts a week.
You like Mike.
I mean, actually, I have made 4 podcasts a week for the last 2 months.
That's insane.
Fuck that.
Agreed.
No comment.
I'm trying not to in November. I'm trying to go back to just 3 for 1 month. I can get caught back up. I got a little insane.
Is this your version of No Nut Novembers, No Podcast November?
Well, I'm still podcasting, just 1 less. Okay, and even then, I'm already broken that for 1 of the weeks so far.
Still playing your goddamn 3-hour-long video game.
Not a video game. It's a tabletop RPG.
Yes, that's why you have all that dice in your drawer that you said you weren't going to get.
I wasn't going to become a dice goblin. These are not.
You are a dice goblin.
Tiff, the math rocks go clicky clack. Okay.
I'm starting to make TikTok videos now of me just rolling different sets of dice. So we'll see. Hey, maybe it will get people. Who knows?
Your dice
already made 1
ASMR side hustle.
I'm trying. I got I have so many different sets of dice now.
Sort them all out.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm just kidding. I'm just.
You opened the can of worms. These are the dice that I use for the Power Ranger game, which are D4s, D6, and D20s and D6. D4, D6. So they all go in this one. All the other ones that I don't use, like the D100s, go in this bag.
You don't use the cheese dice I got.
I use the D20 of the cheese dice, which is in this bag, which is unrolled every time that I play. And when the dice are bad, they get locked back up in the bag before the session.
I am
over.
so fucking proud of Mike right now.
So, all right, if you want to be a part of the show, we do have a Discord. Join our Discord. It's free. You can suggest things. Keep my dice back. No, stop it. All right, you can join the Discord, suggest things, be on the show. I'm always looking for new guests and stuff. That's how you make 5 episodes a week. So check out our giant, check all that. Give a shout out my awesome outro, courtesy of Helena, Hell Has Fury. Follow her on TikTok and Instagram.
Do it right.
It's
Helena.
off track after somebody opened a can of worms about dice, and I want to talk about dice. So
it's almost midnight, please.
Almost midnight. It's 11. You're in Central Time.
Time is an illusion when you work for factory.
Oh, you work third shift? All right, yeah. So please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, wherever you get your podcast, rate and review us. That's everything I need to say. Thank you. See you all next. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.